All the responsibility on Rochelle's shoulders.
I don't need... Actually,
Are you joking? From this moment on, we're handed a very clear message without anyone needing to say it necessarily out loud. Rochelle is the one holding this household together, or at least this is how it's presented from her perspective. She's brushing her mom's teeth, she's feeding her baby brother, she's managing the schedule, she's, for all intents and purposes, the mom. But the interesting thing here is that this is not a mask yet. This isn't performative. This is survival at its finest, you see. I'm talking about this type of keep it togetherness, if you will. What we're witnessing here is parentification at its finest, which happens when a child is placed in the role of caregiver, mediator, organizer, or emotional regulator for their parents. And it's important to say this with both empathy and accountability. Yes, being a single mom is hard. Yes, burnout is real. And yes, we can have compassion for the mom. That's always a must. However, and let me hold your hand while I say this, children don't owe their childhood to adult struggle. Rochelle deserves to be taken care of, not to be the caretaker. Because I get it, boomers would look at her over-functioning and find it admirable, desirable even, but psychologically speaking, this is often a trauma response, a survival adaptation where the only way to feel safe is to stay in control of everyone and everything else. So even if we haven't seen Rochelle's mask just yet, this whole scene is already telling us something very important. She's living in chronic emotional responsibility. What's especially interesting is how the mom wakes up the moment she goes online. Suddenly she's smiling, she's upbeat, she's energized, a sharp contrast to the groggy, disengaged version we just saw a few seconds ago, you know? And that's just jarring because it's almost as if we're subtly being told that the mother doesn't think Rochelle deserves that best version of herself. Or again, at least this is how Rochelle might be internalizing it, because remember, this series is all about perspective. Anyway, Rochelle's been managing actual humans all morning, and her mom comes in, scoops up the baby and drops the line, another day of being in the mom life. Like, ma'am, with all due respect, right? It's giving bullshit. But anyway, here's the part that matters most.